there, YouTube. Welcome to a wonderfully comfortable 73 degree August the 1st of 2021. Already August. Birds up there flying around. I don't think it's supposed to be that warm today. It's supposed to be nice, minus whatever smoke haze is coming through, but it appears to be aloft. So far, doesn't seem like any of it's come to ground level. But yeah, it's been a wonderful, wonderful Sunday morning so far. But I already knew this. Just been so long since I messed with it, I forgot about it. But I finally, this was like Wednesday or something. I don't remember when it was. I went out there to finish up the mufflers on the iron because we started the shop project and everything just got thrown off to the side. So it's the rush instructions for the repacking says it takes 2 sheets per baffle. Well, there's no way I can get a second sheet in that of the packing material and get that the baffle back in the muffler. So I'd already thrown it when we were cleaning everything up in there. I threw the original baffling material away, and so anyway, let's go ahead and just pull the front baffle out and see how that's wrapped. Well, that's when I ran into a problem. Let me show you. And like I say, I knew better. I remember this because they're just slip-on mufflers on the stock headers, which has the stock crossover. So I knew this was an issue. Let me get you down here. So there's a slight problem getting the baffle out. Dang it. So I gotta knock the header loose and unbolt the muffler. And see, this is where that crossover tube attaches, which is actually part of the mount between the two. It's the hanger for the two exhausts, but it's a crossover tube. So anyway, I don't, and if I do have them, I have no idea where they're at. Exhaust gaskets. So I'm gonna see how bad I destroy them in loosening this, because the header has to be loosened or you can't get it to move out far enough to pop out of the crossover. The muffler clamps right there, but this has to move out. There's a gasket in that, and of course there's a header gasket. The muffler just bolts to the head pipe using Harley's super strong clamps. Anyway, and I pulled this out. I knew right away I was in trouble just because how the slide hammer, I was banging along this, and I'm looking, I'm going, wait a minute. That's not good. That baffle's not going to come out. And I had the other baffle and I lined it up and I go, yeah, not even close. But anyway, I reached through with some of those Pittsburgh, or actually not Pittsburgh branded, but they're Harbor Freight, those crazy scissors I tried to cut my hand off, finger off and all that stuff with. So I wanted to see how that was cut, and actually it's just a single layer wrapped around. So that one's packed, installed, everything's good. And we're going to loosen this muffler and repack the front one. Hope I don't need gaskets. That and the Harley shop is closed on Sundays and Mondays, the one close to work, but they'll have them in stock. I should have thought about it, but for obvious reasons, I wasn't thinking about my iron yesterday when I was at the Harley shop. Could have taken care of that. I didn't even mention that to Kelly. She's in there taking a nap. I'm going to tell her, you remember we were talking about the exhaust gaskets for the iron? Oh, no, we were just at the Harley shop. All right, let's take a look at this thing. Crossover pipe. Oop. That gasket's pretty good. The header gasket, I don't think that thing will survive another install. So I'm gonna need a head gasket for it, or a header gasket. At least I can get that thing yanked out and repacked, which in hindsight I should have never touched, but you don't know until you go there, do you? But that one's all nice and clean and well done. Let's see if we can do that times 2. You gotta glove up because I'm sure there's fiberglass in that, and you don't want to get that crap in your phalanges there. Look at my little bell still hanging there all them years later. All right. O2 sensor, super easy. It's non-CAN bus, so I mean things are way simpler on this one. All right, this is good. This confirms exactly how I rewrapped and installed the rear baffle. It made one full loop around, and then it overlapped by literally that exact amount. And then you can, because it's somewhat pliable and stretchable, I was able to make it mostly round. It was like it was here, slightly thick in one spot, and the thick spot on this one, because you can see where it bolts to its hole there, was on the top. So that's how I line the fold over on the rear one. So we'll do the same with this. Let's clean it up a little bit. You can see where some moisture got in there and the stuff was sticking. It's probably from washing it and not running it right after. But I cap all that stuff off, but you know how it is. It's impossible to be 100%. So I was looking if these had the Pittsburgh name on it. It doesn't. It just says stainless steel. I bought Ryan a set of these things. I got one in my desk. Kelly has a pair. I have a pair at work. And this pair out here in the garage. You can see they got beat up. Got, I don't know what kind of sealant craps all over them, but got something on them. They just cut through just about anything. And for quick little, I wouldn't cut wire with them. I think you're probably pushing it too far, but it's amazing what that little biter right there will grab. I've cut some crazy stuff with it. And yes, they will cut your hands too. Be careful where them scissors are before you squeeze it with your opposing hand. So you just give her a good old Scotch-Brite wipe off, and then I soak it down with some stable fogging oil. Let that soak in for a little bit, and I'll just give it kind of a wipe down so it's not all slickery in my hands. There's a fresh pad, which of course it takes one, not two of them. And I'll time it based on the hole there, so the thick part's on the top. I'm only doing it because that's how Rush had them packed. And I think this packing is made out of something special, but just in case it's got a lot of fiberglass, glove up. And then I'll make sure that the bore in the pipe is nice and clean, rust free. And I just give her a little squirt of fogging oil in there so everything's slippery and it slides in nice and smooth. The front one, the rear one just slid right in there. Nice. It was tight, but yet it was movable. And I just grabbed the crossbar there with a pair of pliers and just work it and then stop it. Get the bolt in. The bolt's all stainless steel, so it's never going to corrode or anything. And then you're off to the races. Let's get her done. So there she is, wrapped, just like I did the other one. And the fold, the thick part, the inside, where it starts to overlap, and the end of the overlap, it's basically, and that's the way, there's no rhyme or reason to it. I'm sure it don't matter, but that's how Rush had both of them. So the thick part's across the top. And as you see, when I pull them apart, they all, it gets pounded from the pulses going through this thing. It all evens out. She does good. All right. I think I have some header gaskets here somewhere. I just need to do some digging around. Hope there's no leaks. I'm sure I got it good. So they're packed. It ain't gonna sound, I'm telling you right now, it's not gonna sound any different because I pretty much just wasted some time I didn't need to waste. But I'll roll away with the piece. How do you tell? You got to pull them out to check. And I swear it seemed like it had a raspy sound when I was going down the freeway. It's probably just not used to that loud noise anymore. Everything I got is stock. And I absolutely love it that way. But this thing really improved with what I did to it. Especially with that Screaming Eagle Super Tuner Pro, which has long since been gone. Because the lawsuit that Harley was selling something that you could set your bike outside of legal parameters. The world keeps changing. The feds say that was a big no-no. We're going to slap a big lawsuit on you for it. But anyway, I still have it. I still have the module. I can still tune this thing. If that old Windows computer still works that has the programs on it, it still lives. That's about all it's good for is programming. But nowadays, you know, you plug it into the diag port and it Bluetooths to your phone. It's the coolest thing ever. But yeah, the air filter, the slip-ons, and the mapping just woke this thing right up. When I ride it, I never ride this thing and go, man, this thing's gutless. I was shocked when I had the 3 different 1200s. You'd ride those, but just putting the 1200 kit, just the 1200 kit gives it a 40% increase in power. And that's just all this is, pistons and jugs. Well, the heads are different too. So anyway, so we got a project. We're going to work on a step leading up to the front porch. It's been getting kind of weak, and now she's too weak. It's time to do something about it. All right. Something about the weekends, you just can't escape the old Home Depot. So 4 6-foot boards. She's kind of going through the front, so I hope we don't hit nothing. They'll become torpedoes. So we're running long enough trying to figure this stuff out. We're probably not going to get any of this done tonight, which is kind of a bummer because it's, good Lord, it's 6:15 already. Our little Trooper Honda. Reminds me of going on those late afternoon rides on Sundays. Everybody's on the big wind down work day tomorrow. Everybody's just mellowing out and being super, super chill. Kelly forgot to grab something. Actually, we were going to grab it last night, but we were on the bike and she goes, I'll just go home. I'll get it on Monday or something. We're coming by here. She goes, let's just go ahead and stop it right up. All right. Holy moly. We drove the CRV off into the drink. Haven't stopped by the park here in a while. I've only driven by on the motorcycles. Look at this thing, how far down it gets. Somebody's come out here and put some fresh pieces of wood. Well, they're old crackers. Look at that, it's even past the boat ramp. Look at all the algae or something that's built up there.
There's a snake.
Is there a snake in the water?
Snake right there.
What are you doing slithering around in the water like that?
Because I take on bath.
Here, Snaky.
Hello, Snaky. Gardener snakes are so pretty.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, huh?
They can't hurt you.
They'll try to bite you sometimes. But... ooh, look at all the little fishies in there. Geez, that looks like bluegill in there.
Is that right?
Doesn't that look like bluegill?
Oh.
That is bluegill.
Yeah? Do you see it?
Yeah, they probably call it something completely different here.
Oh, there's another one.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of them. Look at them all out there, Mama. I'm not even paying attention where I'm pointing the camera.
We're looking at the fishes. Oh, there's a whole bunch more. Look, there's
yeah.
little ones.
Wow, must have stocked her up. And looking up at us going, you gonna toss anything out here? Whoa, there's a lot of fish in there. It's pretty crazy. Yeah. Need a polarizer though, because
yeah, I don't think you guys.
The camera's not gonna make it through the water. That's pretty cool. Woman, you shake that thing and knock me in the water. Last thing I'm gonna do is I'm going over is grab you because you're coming in getting wet as well. God, it's so peaceful out here today. I was talking to the peeps while you went in there to get your little things here and talking about that nice wind down that Sunday afternoons have. Literally the best time ever to just go for a nice casual putt on something. But I won't make any rides today, unfortunately.
Our projects.
Yeah, projects took over. I wanted to get that iron done. And then that took me longer than I expected. I thought, you know what? It's just going to be Mom and the old man day today. Alright, let's head on to the house there, Mama. What you reckon? Sky jumping still. That's that one plane. Remember all the trees that used to be out here before all the beavers ate them? Knocked them all down.
Crazy little critter.
It's weird they just left them there. Maybe they're hoping the beaver will come through and just finish them off and build whatever they're building with them. We are literally the only souls out here, Mama. That's crazy. It's only 7 o'clock. Seems to be out here enjoying these long days.
I know.
Because they're getting shorter rapidly. 8:41 is sunset tonight. I see a car out there, so somebody's out here somewhere. Just ain't seen them.
41?
Yeah, what'd I say?
8:41?
Yeah, no, 8:41 is sunset.
Oh.
It's only a couple minutes after 7. You got time? Look where the sun is. It ain't down. Well, hello there, YouTube. That sounds like a classical single right there. Mm-hmm. It was really loud when it was across from us, basically. How loud that thing is. That's cool.
That's way cool.
I don't know if I want to be on it without earplugs or anything, but
it sounds cool.
Yeah. Well, anyway, thanks for hanging around with me fixing the muffler on the iron and kind of goofing off while we did a little supply shopping. It's too late for us to get the steps built tonight, but we got everything we need to do it, though. It's an important thing. You got to measure about 15 times and make one cut.
Yeah.
But on that, we're going to bounce on you.
All right. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. We really do appreciate it. We will talk to you tomorrow. Same smoke time, same smoke channel. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and you guys have an amazing Monday or Tuesday.
Heck yeah. Had lots of dreams and woke up spinning about that Pan America special. That thing's nice. I even got up this morning and watched my own video just to make sure it looked right when I was riding it, and it just brings those feelings back.
That's way cool.
One cool motorcycle. All right.
All right.
See you in the morning.
See you then.
Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.